Hello and welcome back to another one, and I don't usually cover stories relating to Hollywood on this channel. I reserve those for my second channel, but this one is about the Petty God 50, and going by the rumors going around, it's also quite relevant to the topic at hand today. Recently in an interview, the game also spoke about rappers like Eminem, Dre, 50 and Jay-Z, and we'll be covering that and also more relating to 50's induction into the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Before we dive in, remember to check out my previous video, and subscribers, especially those from last year, will find that one interesting since we got bombarded by several rumors about Eminem's upcoming album, and in that video I talked about the things that were right about the rumors and the things they got completely wrong, so check it out if you missed it at the link that pops up now. It's scheduled for the 30th of January. 50 Cent will be receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in LA, and on this big day for 50, some sources on Twitter and Reddit claim that Eminem was recently heading to LA. Now, even if that were the case, we can't say for sure if Eminem was heading to LA to attend 50 Cent's Walk of Fame ceremony, but if this goes the same way Snoop Dogg's ceremony went, then the thought of that happening is not far-fetched, since the relationship between Dr. Dre and Snoop is similar to that of Eminem and 50 Cent, and Dre was present at Snoop's ceremony. This is not to say the same will happen in this event, but we'll find out soon enough as the ceremony is just hours away. Now, before we get to Game's recent comments about Eminem, Jay and Dre, remember to hit the like button if you enjoy content like this, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications if you're new. The Game recently sat with Enemy to talk about a few topics and added that his latest album, Born to Rap, will be his last, and on Eminem this is what he had to say. The thing I admire the most about Eminem is his will to stay at the top of his game, his longevity. Just the fact that he's been around so long, the only rapper that is still around and has the skill set and is still at the top of their game is Lil Wayne. He also added more on his experience working with Eminem on We Ain't. At that time I was starstruck, he admits, even though I would see him every other day because we were both signed to Aftermath. I was just this humble kid from Compton. I would love the chance of getting to go back in with Eminem, being at the top of my game, and being who I am now. I know that I can hold my own, and I definitely wouldn't get killed on my own song. In response to the question, is an Eminem collaboration the only thing that might tempt the Game out of retirement? He answered, maybe an Eminem collab or a Jay-Z collab. Either of them would do it for me. The Game also talked about his beef with 50 Cent and compared the situation to that of Tupac and Biggie. At one point, me and 50 really wanted to kill each other. I had a deep hate for him and he had a deep hate for me. We literally should have been another version of Biggie and Tupac. We both should have died in that beef. There was a lot of dangerous things going on. We were shooting at each other. Our squads were shooting at each other. It was on site, it was shots and people getting stabbed. It went even bigger than 50 and me and our entourages. It was our fans. The fans had to pick and they were split up and even they were fighting. So yeah, squashing that beef was probably the best thing for me and him to do. I'm glad we did it. Beefs usually don't get squashed until someone gets murdered. That's just how it is where I come from. Game also stated that he wants to follow in the footsteps of the Doctor, adding, I want to do what Dre did with his label Aftermath. You find your Snoop Dogg's, Eminem's, 50 Cent and the Game's and Kendrick Lamar's. Dr. Dre doesn't make mistakes. Everybody is put to the forefront, is a freaking superstar. On Eminem's latest album, M also stated how Dre never put no scrubs on, and when it comes to pushing out the next big name in hip-hop, Dre has got that on lock. Eminem is still with us doing his thing, and Kendrick has already won the hearts of many and is often regarded as the best of his generation. Now, in the past few weeks, the Game has pretty much had a love-hate relationship with Eminem fans, as in an attempt to promote his latest album, he spoke about Eminem in a couple of interviews, some not so positive. But let's focus on this one, and I'd love to know what you guys think of his comments on Eminem, 50 Cent and Dr. Dre. Tell us below in the comment section, like and subscribe if you haven't, and see you on the next one.